thank you all so much for being here, and thank everyone who's helped to make this rally possible. My name's Brent Davila, and I was asked by the Arizona Hemophilia Association to speak to you today. I am just 23 years old. I'm a college student, born and raised in Arizona, who's trying to figure out his place in life. I am a conservative. I believe in things like free market principles and lower taxes to create jobs and stimulate the economy. Most of all, I believe that people should take responsibility for themselves in life and utilize the opportunities available to become productive members of society. I want you to know this because I want you to understand how much it upsets me to have to tell you that I am entirely dependent on access in order to live. I have a chronic and lifelong condition that only affects an estimated 1,000 Arizonans and 20,000 people in the entire United States. Hemophilia. People with hemophilia lack necessary clotting factors needed to heal injuries. This is not just when you cut yourself. You need these factors to stop internal spontaneous bleeding into joints, muscles, and organs. These bleeds, as hemophiliacs call them, are when a wound will simply not stop bleeding into the surrounding tissue. Bleeds are not only extremely painful, they can cause permanent injury. For a severe hemophiliac like myself, an injury that goes untreated can be fatal. That is why I am grateful in so many ways. I am grateful that there is an effective medication to treat my condition. I am grateful and so fortunate that I can even stand before you today, having minimal permanent damage to my body. I can do this because my incredible parents managed for the majority of my life to provide medication for not only myself, but for my brother as well. I am grateful for access because it has literally been my saving grace. This is one full dose of my factor replacement medication. This single dose costs $3,369.27. All hemophiliacs are different, and most do not need medication nearly as frequently as I do. However, people like me must perform an IV of this medication every 48 hours in order to avoid serious complications.
Do the math.
The bottom line is, I am like thousands of Arizonans. I'm a childless adult on access who, without legislative action, will lose my coverage at the end of this year. And that scares me to death because I need my medication to survive. The reality of what will happen to me and many others living with chronic care conditions if nothing is done before January is that we will end up at the emergency rooms. Every hour a bleed continues without treatment, the medical costs go up exponentially, requiring weeks of daily infusions that can cost more than $3,500 each easily. These even greater costs, hospital stays, and permanent damage to my body are all avoided with the preventative care that I have been getting. It saves the state in the long run and allows those with chronic conditions a far greater chance of becoming productive citizens. I hold no illusions that this money that pays for my care comes out of thin air. I know there are people out there trying to make a living for themselves and their families, all while paying taxes to support me, other hemophiliacs, and others with life-threatening conditions throughout the state. Please know that I would like, more than anything, to be able to support myself and contribute as much as I can back to this state that I love. Arizona has always been my home, and I owe so much to the people that live and work here. I have personally spoken to several legislators on these matters. Those opposing the Medicaid restoration all said that they believe I truly needed the assistance, although none of them could suggest any viable alternatives. I view access as a temporary safety net. The coverage I'm receiving allows me to stay healthy so I can complete my education, get a good job, and begin paying back into this system that has given me so much. That's the way it's supposed to work. please allow me the opportunity to pay back society for the care that I've been given. I thank Governor Brewer and the legislators who are supporting health care for Arizonans in need. I know this is not an easy decision, but it is the right call for Arizona. Thank you.